Yeah, so like
Is
that's why I also still can't get behind keeping the child after rape because I feel like the idea of a woman giving birth to the child of their face is fucking, a pretty difficult thing to ask somebody. But I understand that
look,
that's two wrongs. You know, you get raped, then you kill a child, and so there's a whole
yeah,
moral argument that I'm totally open to having with people. But it's a pretty heavy topic.
yeah. I'm only willing to entertain that discussion with someone that thinks that 99% of the should be outlawed. The abortion should be outlawed.
Yes.
Like, if you're not willing to budge on that other 99%, like, why would I even entertain this conversation?
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be able to handle it. They would freak the fuck out. They'd spurg the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so
I
important
mean,
is that just promoting civil discourse is like very, very important to us.
yeah,
As
but
a
the issue
nation.
is the last guy that was a big civil discourse guy was assassinated, and then the entire left celebrated his murder.
That was such a jarring moment. I was actually talking about that with well, it doesn't matter who I was talking about that with, but I have an easier time forgiving Saikuno for fucking 13 different women while in a relationship than I would ever have a heart or than I would ever have a time for trying to forgive someone for celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I actually think you are beyond redeemable as a human being if you were to celebrate that act as it occurred during a very dark time of the United States history. I don't know how. I don't
Look,
know how you. Go ahead.
I'll be nice here and charitable and say that I think everyone is technically redeemable.
Sure.
All right. There were a lot of bad people in history that redeemed themselves.
Sure.
But it is an evil act, and it's the most mask-off moment ever. You see, when there is right-wing violence, because it does happen, there's a nutcase here and there on every side, for sure.
Of course.
Right? You'll have some nutcase do some violence because he hates black people or whatever. Every single person on the right will immediately condemn it, call him a crazy, and be like, we don't associate with that. That's evil. The left reaction is mass celebrations and festivities. Okay?
It's so scary.
You cannot compare. Yeah.
Like to have
it really is. It really
have
is.
a kid right now and raise them in the public school system. That's why if I have a kid, I'm most likely going to homeschool them until they're like probably 5th grade, and then I'm going to put them in a Lutheran school most likely. Whatever doesn't teach the gay shit, I'm going to assume that's pretty safe.
Yeah.
But it's very scary to raise a kid right now because you don't know what's going to infect their mind, and kids are raised and in a lot of sense groomed to believe whatever the teacher is telling them. You don't live in a world where you question the teachers. That's why they're called the teachers. Just like how I always
crazy.
thought. That's like, for example, like I even bought into the anti-white propaganda where the white people were the only ones who had slaves because that's what my history teacher taught me. And I would never think to question the history books. I would never think to question the teacher. That's their job. So when young, impressionable kids are put in that environment, it is scary what damages these people have the ability to do to your kids if they have an agenda that they want to push.
It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. I would never send my kids to a public school. Not even no dream. No way.
Yeah.
It would never happen.
But would you do private school?
I guess it depends on circumstances. I'm not there yet. But I would homeschool probably as long as I can.
You don't have kids, right?
Not public information, if that's what you're asking.
Oh no, I forgot. Nux has 8 children. 8 children.
Right,
Very wonderful.
Right,
yeah. I know it's a conversation for later. Don't worry. In 10 years, we'll both have a kid. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't confirm and deny when there is half a country that's more than happy to celebrate my death.
Man, can you imagine the shit that people would be saying about you if you died?
They'd all be celebrating. I know they would.
Yep.
Because every once in a while you have a tweet go viral. Oh my God, Nux Taku was just killed by an Iranian missile in Tel Aviv. And they get bajillion likes on the tweet.
Is that not just fucking horrifying?
It is, yeah.
These people are fucking savages. It's they're like they're the retards in the Colosseum.
I mean, look, man, there is half the country that does not believe in thou shalt not murder.
Yeah.
Half the country. People in chat are asking if I'm from Tel Aviv. No, I am not, but I'm Jewish, so therefore I must be in Israel getting killed by terrorists. That's how it works.
Yep. God damn, bro. Well, if it means anything, if you were to die in Tel Aviv with all of your other Jew friends, I would not be partaking in the shitting on and laughing.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I would definitely cry for you, and then people would clip that and call me a pussy for crying for you, like they do every single time.
If
I
you
have an
do,
emotional moment.
if I get blown up in Tel Aviv, don't cry on stream, please.
I know, because they'll clip it. I know they always do.
Yeah.
Would you want me to farm? Would you want me to make like a video like OMG? You'll never
absolutely.
guess.
Definitely. You have to react to Hassan's celebration.
Fucking die. and then I'll have a actually. I was gonna make a joke, but like, can I do a fucked up joke?
Go for it.
Okay. Sorry. You might be mad at me for saying this, but my thumbnail for if Nux Taku died would be like me freaking out, and then I would put an image of Jaden Animations crying in the side of the thumbnail. Oh man,
that would be cinema.
Yeah, that would be insane, dude. I mean, Hassan's reaction to you dying. Okay, sorry, fuck, that's so funny. Not you dying, but Jesus. Anyways, dark humor.
Of course.
Fuck.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? This is a common conversation.
To be fair, I will celebrate when Hassan gets deported. I will celebrate.
Of course. Absolutely. 100%. I think the difference in reaction of the general political sphere would be very different to where if Asmongold were to die versus where if Hassan were to die. Because I believe a lot of people would say, while I don't agree with Hassan's views, his death should not be celebrated. Versus if Asmongold were to die was, oh, dude, he had it fucking coming, dude. Oh, my God, finally somebody fucking did it. And you know that's what would happen.
Do you remember what Hassan said about Luigi Mangione? Like
no,
how
but
Hassan
also somebody in my chat said that I would put your grave plot and then your nose would be sticking out of the ground. Okay, no, what did he say, what did he say about Luigi Mangione?
Yeah, no, he's sitting there and he's like, I could totally understand why people would celebrate, like why we should be killing, healthcare CEOs. I could totally understand it.
Yeah, no, that's just
like I would just probably post that clip with no context.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we could totally understand. I don't endorse it. I don't want anyone to kill Hassan. I don't want him to die.
Same.
I don't want that to happen.
Same.
But I would totally understand if it happened. I would totally understand it.
Yeah, that's what didn't he do the same thing with like stealing from like major corporations where he was like actively motivating people to steal from people like him?
This might shock you, but the guy that doesn't believe in thou shalt not murder does not believe in thou shalt not steal.
I'm shocked.
This might shock you. This
Insane.
might be a surprise.
Absolutely insane.